Long ago, when snow blanketed the earth for months and mammoths roamed the icy plains, there lived a boy named Kale in a small Stone Age tribe. He was smaller than the others, quieter, and often overlooked. While the other children learned to hunt and throw spears, Kale wandered alone near the edge of the snowy forests, fascinated by the great beasts that migrated with the seasons. Kale wasn't a warrior, but he was a watcher, patient, gentle, and kind. Every winter, he would track the massive footprints of a nearby mammoth herd. From behind trees and snowy ridges, he watched their calm strength, their gentle eyes, their unspoken wisdom. One day, Kyle dared to step closer than ever before. A young mammoth calf separated from its herd stood trembling in the snow. It was weak and cold, crying out for its family. Without hesitation, Kyle approached slowly, hands open, whispering calming sounds. He removed his fur cloak and gently laid it over the calf's back. The mammoth stared at him, breathing heavily, but didn't retreat. Kale sat beside the calf through the night, feeding it dried roots and snow-melted water. As morning broke, a rumble echoed across the plains. The herd had returned. The largest mammoth, the matriarch with long ivory tusks and wise eyes, stepped forward. Kyle backed away slowly, bowing low, but instead of charging, the matriarch lowered her head and touched Kale's shoulder with her trunk. That day, a silent bond formed. When Kale returned to the tribe, his father scolded him for wandering off, especially during the deadly storm. But Kale didn't argue. He just smiled quietly, remembering the warm breath of the mammoth calf. As the days grew colder, the tribe faced trouble. Food grew scarce. The hunters returned empty-handed. Storms buried the trails to the southern hunting grounds. The elders feared they would not survive the moon's turning. Then Kale spoke. "I can guide us," he said. "The mammoths know the way. They follow the earth's warmth beneath the snow." The others laughed. "A boy and his beasts? What do mammoths know of man's needs?" But when the storms howled louder and the cold bit deeper, they gave in to desperation. Wrapped in thick furs, the tribe followed Kale into the snow. For 2 days, they marched through icy wind. Kale moved with certainty, looking not at the sky, but the ground, watching the faint signs, the grooves in the snow, broken twigs, the warmth of mammoth tracks. And then they came, giant shadows emerging from the frost, the mammoths. The herd surrounded the tribe without fear, their presence like moving mountains. The matriarch approached Kale and brushed his face gently. The herd began to walk. With the mammoths clearing the path and Kale leading the way, the tribe reached a hidden valley, warmed by underground springs, filled with edible roots and sheltered from the storm. They survived. From then on, Kyle was no longer just the quiet boy. He was known as the boy who walked with mammoths. The one who listened when others mocked. The one who saw kinship where others saw beasts. Years later, when Kale became an elder, he would tell young ones, "Friendship is not bound by words or shapes or skin. Sometimes the ones who save us do not speak at all." Moral of story is that friendship breaks boundaries, even between species.